Okay, so this is a skin fold test. So Lane, what I'll be doing with this test is there are different anatomical positions on the body in which I will use this machine called the skin fold caliper. And what it'll do, if you'll stick your arm out. So for example, this is your biceps. I'll pinch. I'll take it like this. You feel that pinch? Okay. And I'll do that to different positions on your body. Is it okay if I administer this test to you?
That's fine.
Okay. Okay, so before we begin the skin fold test, I need to explain to the client why we administer this test. So the reason that we administer a skin fold test is to determine your body fat percentage across your body, because that is a great indicator for cardiovascular disease. It may indicate high blood pressure, maybe high cholesterol, and yeah. So, okay, to start this off, we'll start with the abdominal skin fold site. It is 2 centimeters to the right of the umbilicus. So that would be right here. I got 14 millimeters. We will wait to give the skin time to retract. And then we'll go again. I got 12 millimeters. Okay, so for the next one, it will be the tricep skin fold site, and it is halfway between the acromion and the olecranon process. So I'll have you rotate around here. And the way to measure this is you take both your pinkies and meet your thumbs together with both hands, and come here. So that would be right here. And I got 7 millimeters. And I'll wait to give the skin time to retract back to its form. And then we'll go again. And I got 7 millimeters again. Okay, so for the bicep skin fold site is the belly of the bicep muscle, and it is 1 centimeter above the location of where we did the tricep skin fold site. So, rotate. That was right here. So it'll be 1 centimeter above. So it'll be right here. This is also a vertical fold. I got 5 millimeters for that one. And we'll wait a few moments before we do it again. And then repeat. I got 5 millimeters again. Okay, so for the chest skin fold site is between the axillary line and the nipple for a male. So I'll have you bring your arm out slightly. So that'll be in between the nipple and the axillary line. So that'll be right here. And this is a diagonal skin fold. I got 10 millimeters for that one. We'll wait a few moments before we do it again. And then we'll repeat. And I got 9 millimeters for that one. Okay, so for the calf skin fold side, this will be the next one that we do. You need your right calf placed up here. Actually, let's face it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, your right calf. So for the right calf is at the maximum circumference of the calf and midline of the medial side of your body. So it'll be on this side. So just rotate. Can you see?
Yeah.
So you can see that. So it'll be right here. I got 11 millimeters for that one. And wait a few moments before we do it again. And then we'll repeat. I got 12 millimeters for that one. So for the mid-axillary line, the mid-axillary skin fold site is at the mid-axillary line at the level of the sternum or the xiphoid process. So what you do is go from here, and you go right here. You can keep your arm down. So we'll go from there to there. I got 8 millimeters for that one. We'll wait a few moments before we repeat. And then we'll repeat. And I got 8 millimeters for that one. Okay, so for the subscapular, it is 1 to 2 centimeters below the scapula. So for this one, I'll have him rotate around here so that his back is facing the video. And I'll actually have him chicken wing his arm just so I can get a better view of the scapula, the inferior portion of the scapula. And it's 1 to 2 centimeters below that. And this is a diagonal fold. So I'll come right here. I'll pinch, you can go ahead and release your arm. I got 10 millimeters for that one. And we'll wait a few moments before we repeat the step again. And then we'll go ahead and do it for the second time. Right? Oh, you're good. And I got 11 millimeters for that one. So for the suprailiac, it is at the natural angle of the iliac crest. So the iliac crest would be here. You come up, you pinch. I got 12 millimeters for that one. And we'll wait a few moments before we repeat. Okay. And I got 14 millimeters for that one. Okay, now for the thigh skin fold site is between the inguinal crease and the patella. So it's the midway. So I'll have you roll up your shorts. So the inguinal crease would be here, and the patella is here, so it would be midway. So, I got 14 millimeters for that one. We'll wait a few moments before we repeat this. And then we will go again. And I got 14 millimeters for that one. And that is it for the skin fold site. Okay, so after administering the skin fold measurement test, I wrote down all the different attempts for each anatomical site, as you can see listed here, and I got the averages for each, and those are marked with a check mark, just so you can see them better. So the average for the abdominal skin fold site was 13 millimeters. His average for the triceps was 7 millimeters. His average for his biceps was 5 millimeters. His average for the chest was 9.5 millimeters. His average for his medial calf ended up being 11.5 millimeters. His average for his mid-axillary ended up being 8 millimeters. For the subscapular, it was 10.5 millimeters. For the suprailiac, it was 13 millimeters, and his thigh was 14 millimeters. And then after punching those into the 7% skin fold site equation and the two different 3% skin fold site equations, the results I got were 1.076, which he actually falls within the normal range, so that's good. I guess advice I would tell you, just to keep that up, is, I mean, you're in good shape now. Just keep track of your diet and drink more water. Stay away from sodium. Stay away from processed foods. Get proper rest. Rest is very important. and yeah, just keep being healthy.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions?